Hi everyone, this is Gerald from Beansprout. So the big news this month is that UOB will be cutting interest rates on the UOB1 and the UOB savings account. With the banks cutting the interest rates, I've seen more questions being asked around where is the best place to park our cash with the falling interest rate environment. So in this video, I'll compare savings account, fixed deposit, T-bill, Singapore savings bond, as well as other products to find out which offers the highest interest rates and whether there are any attractive promotions that are available. If you find the video helpful, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notification so you'll be able to get our future updates. This article, Where to Park Your Cash for Higher Yield in November 2025. And I'm going to be looking at fixed deposits, Singapore T-bills, SSB, money market funds to find out where is the best place to earn a higher yield. So as usual, we start with the best fixed deposit rates. What we see here is that DBS and POSB have kept their fixed deposit rate of 1.6% per annum over a 9-month as well as 12-month tenure. If I were to look at 3-month and 6-month tenure, then the best fixed deposit rate would be at 1.4% per annum. The 1.4% per annum for 6 months is offered by both DBS POSB as well as Bank of China. What I'm going to do is to dive deeper to find out more about this 1.4% per annum rate offered by DBS as well as the Bank of China. So at Beansprout, we share the latest fixed deposit rates in Singapore, and this is something that we update fairly regularly. You can search best fixed deposit rates in Singapore, and you will likely come across our article. So I have recently just compiled the rates. As of 12 November 2025, we see here that for a 6-month fixed deposit rate, Bank of China is offering the 1.4% rate, but the minimum amount required is $40,000. This compares to DBS, where they are also offering this 1.4% per annum rate, but it is for a maximum deposit of below $20,000. So if you are deciding between Bank of China or POSB to be able to earn this 1.4% per annum rate for a 6-month tenure, then that really depends on the amount that you're looking to deposit. If it is more than $40,000, then Bank of China offers this 1.4% rate. If you have below $20,000, then DBS or POSB would offer this 1.4% rate. We can go further down the list and you'll see the full list of the fixed deposit rates in Singapore. Once again, this is a table that we update very regularly. So do look up the best fixed deposit rates to understand what are the latest rates offered by the different banks. Next, we come to the Singapore T-bill, which was a popular option among Singaporeans when interest rates were very high last year. If you watched my video last month, you probably have noticed that I mentioned that the T-bill yield has actually rebounded slightly. If I were to look at the October rate, it actually rebounded to 1.44% in the auction on 9th October 2025. Since then, we have had 2 more auctions. One on the 23rd of October, where the cutoff yield fell to 1.41%. And then in the auction on 6th of November, the cutoff yield fell to 1.37%. So the cutoff yield for the 6-month T-bill has now fallen below the best fixed deposit rate. And you might be wondering why is that the case after we saw the rebound in rates just 1 month ago. So we have analyzed the latest T-bill auction and we looked at the demand and supply trends to understand what is driving the decline in the T-bill yield. What actually stood out to me is that we have seen a rebound in the demand for T-bills. So in the most recent auction, we saw that the total applications for the T-bill went up to 18.6 billion. So this is actually the highest level over the past 6 months. Okay, if I were to compare over the past 6 months, there was a period when it was close to this 18.6 billion during the auction on 28th of August. Demand came down thereafter because of the decline in the T-bill yield, but we have seen a rebound over the past few auctions, likely because of the flight to safety and the Singapore T-bill being seen as a safe asset. At the same time, we have also seen a decline in the yields of the bids being submitted. So if I were to look at the median yield of bids submitted in the most recent auction, it fell to 1.3% from 1.35% in the previous auction. More significantly, the average yield of bids submitted fell to 1.14% from 1.29% in the previous auction. So with the larger amount of T-bill bids submitted, with the lower median yield of T-bill bids, we saw this decline in the cutoff yield in the most recent auction to 1.37% compared to 1.41% in the previous auction. Okay, so this is a chart that shows the T-bill yield. It has been quite close to the 1.4% level over the past 2 months. Initially stabilized above the 1.4% level, but in the past 2 auctions, we have seen a dip in the T-bill yield once again. There will be an upcoming 6-month T-bill auction on the 20th of November. If you are keen to participate in the upcoming T-bill auction, you might be looking out for the following dates, in which it was announced on the 13th of November, auction will be on the 20th of November, and the issue date will be on the 25th of November. We can also look at the latest closing yield on the 6-month T-bill to get an indication of the yields of the upcoming T-bill auction. And what we see here is that the closing yield on the 6-month T-bill has fallen in the past week. It is now at 1.34% as of 13th of November, and that is lower than what we saw in the previous auction, which was at 1.37%. It is worth noting that we have seen a lot of fluctuation in the T-bill yield over the past few weeks due to the uncertainty in economic conditions, and the eventual cutoff yield for the upcoming T-bill auction will still depend on the bids being submitted. Next, we come to the best savings accounts in Singapore. So this is where we have seen a lot more developments as well as interest rate cuts by the banks. So I shared earlier that UOB has cut the interest rates on the UOB Stash account and the UOB One accounts effective from 1st December 2025. So for the UOB Stash account, with the maximum effective interest rate currently at 2.045% per annum for $100,000 of deposits, it will be cut to a maximum of 1.5% per annum from 1st December 2025. It is worth noting that even with this cut in interest rate, the UOB Stash account still offers a relatively higher interest rate compared to some of the other savings accounts in the market. UOB continues to run the Season of Gold savings promotion, where you can get up to $340 in guaranteed cash when you deposit fresh funds into your UOB account. So diving deeper into the UOB Season of Gold savings promotion, if you top up 20,000 of new funds, you'll get a $40 cash credit. If you top up $50,000 of new funds, you'll get $100 of cash credit. And if you top up $100,000 of new funds, you'll get $210 of cash credit. So once again, for the UOB Season of Gold savings promotion, it will end on the 31st of December 2025. And what is important to note is this concept around how your funds will be earmarked. So the point here to note is that your fresh deposits will be earmarked for about 7 months if you want to take part in the UOB Season of Gold savings promotion. So what this means is that to be able to qualify, you cannot take your fresh deposits out during this period of time. So as an example, if you put in your fresh deposits from 1st November to 30th November, your deposit will be year-marked by 31st December 2025, and the year-mark end date will be on 18th June 2026. Okay, so there are important dates to keep a lookout for if you want to participate in the UOB Season of Gold Savings Promo. If you're looking for another no-frills savings account, the GXS Savings Account continues to offer an interest rate of up to 1.38% on the Boost Pocket, and we will dive deeper as to how to earn this 1.38% per annum. So these are the details of the GXS Savings Account. With the Boost Pocket, you will earn an interest rate of 1.08% per annum as the base interest rate. In addition, you get up to 0.3% per annum bonus interest credited upon maturity. You'll be able to choose tenures of 1 month, 3 months, 8 months, or 12 months, and you can open up to 3 Boost Pockets. So last month we shared about a few promotions that the banks are running. I talked about the DBS Multiplier Promo, which allows new multiplier customers to earn up to 2.5% per annum on the first $100,000 with credit. So last month, I shared a few promotions that the banks are running. One of the promotions that I shared is the DBS Multiplier Promo, which allows new multiplier customers to earn up to 2.5% per annum on the first $100,000. To qualify for this promotion, you need to meet certain requirements, such as salary credit, as well as transacting in one other category. And you can find out more details about the DBS Multiplier Promo on the Beansprout website. In addition, we also shared that you can get up to $680 of cash rewards by crediting your salary and signing up for a DBSU card. I saw in the comments people asking about the OCBC promotion. So what we see here is that the OCBC 360 account continues to offer an interest rate of up to 2.45% per annum on the first $100,000 when you credit your salary, save, as well as spend. OCBC is also running a promotion where new customers can earn an extra 0.5% per annum bonus interest from 1st November to 31st December 2025 when you credit your salary. So that is a summary of some of the savings accounts that still offer decent interest rates in the market. And more importantly, by taking part in some of these promotions, we can make our money work harder even with the falling interest rates. Next, we come to the Singapore Savings Bonds. And what I see here for the issuance of the Singapore Savings Bond is that it offers a 1-year interest rate of 1.35% and a 10-year average rate of 1.85%. So if I were to compare the latest 10-year average rate of 1.85%, that is slightly higher than what we saw in the previous month, where the 10-year average return was at 1.83%. So what I like about the Singapore Savings Bonds is that while the 1-year interest rate is quite close to what we saw for the latest 6-month T-bill yield, as well as the best fixed deposit rate for 6 months, it has a 10-year average return of 1.85%, which means that you will get a step-up interest rates when you hold the Singapore Savings Bonds for a longer period of time. At the same time, the other advantage of the Singapore Savings Bonds is that you have the flexibility to redeem the Singapore Savings Bonds if you decide to do so and redeem it before maturity. Next, we look at money market funds, which can be accessed through various cash management accounts. So these money market funds are not capital guaranteed, and they are also not SDIC insured. However, compared to fixed deposit accounts, they are more liquid because you can choose to redeem the money market funds and use them for other users should you actually choose to do so. So we see here one of the popular money market funds in Singapore, the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, offering a 7-day annualized yield of around 1.68% as of 14 November 2025. So if you'd like to access some of the money market funds, you can do so through some of the brokerages like 𝗵𝗼 or Tiger, or the digital wealth platforms such as 𝗍𝗏𝗏. So some of the platforms do run promotions for the money market funds. And what we see here is that Longbridge is running a promotion offering a 12% per annum interest boost on $2,000 with Longbridge Cash Plus for 90 days. So if you are interested to learn more about this promotion, do check out the Beansprout website. Once again, it is worth noting that the money market funds are not capital guaranteed and they are not insured under the SDIC. For some of you who may have cash in US dollars when you are awaiting deployment for some of your US stock investments, you may also consider US dollar fixed deposits or US dollar money market funds. So we see here the best 3-month and 6-month fixed deposit rates in US dollars are at 3.9% per annum, and the best 12-month USD fixed deposit rate is at 3.8% per annum. However, it is worth noting that for this USD options, whether is it US dollar fixed deposits or US government bonds or even US dollar money market funds, you'll be subjected to foreign currency risk, given that the US dollar has been very volatile over the past few months. It might be worth noting the risk that comes through when the USD weakens against the Singapore dollar. So to summarize, I've shared quite a lot of options that we can consider even with the fall in interest rates to allow us to earn a potential return that is above 1.5% per annum. For example, I shared that the best 12-month fixed deposit rate is currently at 1.6% per annum for deposits of below $20,000. I shared some of the latest promotions by the banks. For example, the DBS multiplier promo allows new multiplier customers to earn up to 2.5% per annum on the first $100,000, subject to meeting certain requirements. The OCBC 360 account allows you to earn up to 2.45% per annum on the first 100,000 when you are able to credit your salary, save as well as spend. OCBC is also running a promotion where you can earn an extra 0.5% per annum bonus interest until 31st December 2025 when you credit your salary. For UOB, while the interest rate on both the UOB Stash and the UOB One accounts will be cut from 1st December, what we see here is that the UOB Stash account still allows you to earn an interest rate of up to 1.5% per annum. And in addition, you can take part in the UOB Season of Gold Savings promotion to earn additional cash rewards. I also shared about the Singapore savings bonds, which allow us to earn a 10-year average interest rate of 1.83% while offering us the flexibility to redeem before maturity. So with interest rates falling, we can still find ways to make our money work harder. The key is to always stay updated and to diversify across different products. If you found this video helpful, do give it a like. It will really help the team as well as the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Beansprout YouTube channel for more tips on growing your money in Singapore. Also, do let us know in the comments where are you parking your cash this month. If there are other options that I have not gone through, do let us know so that we can cover it in our future videos. Thanks so much for watching our video today, and I'll see you the next time.